Hey class, the skill we're going to talk about today is converting mixed numbers into improper fractions. So again, we talked about mixed numbers. Mixed numbers are a combination, or it's combining a whole number, right? That big capital whole number with the fraction. That's a mixed number. Improper fraction is when the numerator is greater than the denominator, right? If it's bigger on the topper, it must be improper, right? Just a way to remember. So again, we're going to convert, or like we said before, change mixed numbers into improper fractions. Okay, so we're going to go from mixed numbers into improper fractions. Okay, so we're going to go from mixed numbers, which again, remember, this is a combination of a whole number and a fraction. We're going to change that into an improper fraction. Remember, this is, if it's bigger on the topper, it must be improper, right? If it's big topper, when I say topper, I mean the numerator, right? If the numerator is greater, then it must be improper. So our first, actually, real quick, let me talk about what this method is called. So this method is called the Texas method, okay? And the reason it's called a Texas method is because we use TX, which in a map, right? In a map, I made it lowercase on purpose. Of course, it should be capital, right? But you'll see what I mean by that in a second, okay? So TX, right? And so we're going to use that right now in our first example. Here we go. Example 1. We have 2 and 1/5, okay? 2 and 1/5. We're going to convert this mixed number, right? Because it's like the whole number with a fraction. It's a mixed number into an improper fraction, a number that has a numerator greater than the denominator, the top number greater than the bottom number. So we call this the Texas method because of TX. We're going to write T and X. And of course, this means plus and multiplication, right? Yeah, but it's just a way to remember which one goes where. Plus multiplication. Now, we do multiplication first because we have talked about the order of operations already, right? 2 times 5, 10. 10 plus 1, we get what in our numerator? 2 times 5, 10 plus 1, what do we get in our numerator? That's right, 11. And we keep our original denominator as 5. So we just converted our mixed number 2 and 1/5 into the improper fraction 11 over 5. All right, make sure you have this written down. We do another example over here. So next example. Our next example is going to be 5 and 2/3. 5 and 2/3, right? Remember, Texas method, right? Texas method. We use T, X. So we're converting 5 and 2/3 into an improper fraction. Remember, multiplication first. 5 times 3, 15. 15 plus 2, 17. Over the original denominator, which is 3. Okay? So again, we're converting our mixed numbers into improper fractions. Okay? All right, let's go over a few more examples. Okay, example 3. we have 12 and 1/7, right? 12 and 1/7. Okay, so again, Texas method, TX, 12 times 7, 84. 84 plus 1, 85. All over the original denominator, which is 7. Okay? Again, as we start going through these, you're going to get a lot better at it. Okay? Example 4. Let's do 2 and 10 over 15. 2 and 10 over 15. So what you should notice at first is that this fraction is not reduced. You can reduce it up front, or you can reduce it after. We're going to reduce it after. We're actually going to do both. Okay? This is actually 2 examples in one, and we're going to do both. So let's go ahead and now reduce it up front. TX, 2 times 15, well, that's 30. 30 plus 10, you end up with 40. 40 over 15. Okay? Now, we need to reduce this. It's not reduced, so we need to reduce it. What are we going to reduce it by? What number can go into both 40 and 15 evenly? 5, right? So we're going to reduce, divide by 5 in the numerator and denominator. 40 divided by 5, we get 8. 15 divided by 5, we get 3. And this is our improper fraction. Okay, so we convert our mixed number into our improper fraction. Now, let's go ahead and reduce up front. We'll do that right here. So 2 and 10 over 15. Reduce the numerator and denominator by 5 up front. We end up with 2. 10 divided by 5 is 2 over 15 divided by 5 is 3. Texas method. 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 2, we get 8 over the original denominator, 3. So either way you do it, we get that improper fraction, 8 over 3. Okay? So again, what we just did in these 4 examples is we converted a mixed number, that's a combination of a whole number and fraction, into an improper fraction, into our improper fractions. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys.